reading it, son. The Day, I know it's a T-E, but it's pronounced D. Day of Piglet. Piglet is the little pig. It's like a baby, and it's a friend of Winnie the Pooh. This one's by Benjamin Hall.
Oh.
This book and the other one is the red cover. It's the one called The Tao of Winnie the Pooh, or The Religion of Winnie the Pooh, or The Way Winnie the Pooh Lives. I'm going to go visit Owl because it's Thursday. Happy Thursday. I mean, what do we do every day? What do I do every day?
Basically, go sleep.
What?
Go on your bed, reading books.
Yes, I read plenty, but have you noticed the phone?
5:00.
Yes, have you noticed the phone calls I get?
Yeah.
What do I usually do?
You go to people's houses?
I go to people's houses to get air conditioning and friendship. Also, I do work with them. They teach me something, I teach them something. Some people, for instance, the lady we worked with yesterday, well, you remember Ms. Nunez? She couldn't get her own grandson to cut her grass.
Yeah.
Do you think that's correct?
No.
21 years old, doesn't want to do anything for her?
No.
Hmm?
Can I fix it?
Fix what?
The game.
No, read the
I have a
one.
problem.
What is it?
It said my script had a few problems.
You're going to get me dizzy if you go back and forth walking.
Okay. 4 problems on my script. I fixed them, and then I started opening my game, and then it said there was one other problem.
The gentleman I listened to his book the other day, he said that when he got married, his wife said, "You're spending 12 hours on a computer!" Was she happy with him?
No.
Why not?
If I could, I would spend all day on the computer trying to figure out my problem. Like, what is wrong?
How many times did Edison not invent the light bulb?
About 1,000.
I think it was 10,000 ways. Did he finally succeed?
Yeah.
Therefore,
He said,
we have light bulbs.
I didn't fail 10,000 ways. I just found 10,000 ways not to make it.
It doesn't work with cotton. It works with this. All right. Please read one page from The Day of Piglet. Day is,
Tay.
I think it's called the something of the small. Piglet is small.
Yeah.
But in being small, there is something that only he can do.
What was that again of Piglet?
Yes, that's a good question. That's chapter 1?
No.
What? Another? You might like this book. I would love for you to read it.
What was that again of Piglet?
The what?
The Tigger tendency. Things they may be. The Day of Piglet. Okay. The what? Another one? One day, not long ago, I found Piglet sitting by himself on the writing table, gazing wistfully out the window. I asked what he was doing. Oh, just wishing, he replied. Wishing what? I asked. Nothing really, he said, turning pinker than usual around the ears. You know I won't make fun of you if you tell me. Well, I was only wishing that someday somebody would notice me. I notice you. I only meant that is most everyone notices Pooh. Yes, most everyone does. Ever since the Pooh books came out years ago. And now especially because of you-know-what. Ah, yes, I said. Just for a moment I'd forgotten. And then it was my turn to gaze wistfully out the window, remembering the spring of 1982. For it was then that Dutton released a book of mine called The Tao of Pooh. It seems so long ago, somehow. The Tao of Pooh began as a reaction to what I considered an unfortunate situation. English language writers on the Chinese philosophy of Taoism, which I had come to realize was far more than Chinese and far more than philosophy, had for many years been dominated by
Scores? What? Scholarly
sorts who seemed more interested in cataloging and bickering over minute particulars than in communicating the practical wisdom of Taoist principles. For most of my life, I've been learning those principles from various Taoist teachers.
Read it so that people will be able to understand what you're saying.
Some official and some not. Some Chinese and some not. Some in human form and the best instructors of them all, some not.
All right, so what is Taoism? Did he go into it?
No.
Some people call it a religion. What is Tai Chi Chuan?
Fighting.
What is Tai Chi? Please stay here. What is Tai Chi?
Tai Chi is what?
Grand Ultimate
Fist.
Chuan.
Oh.
Fist. All right, the Grand Ultimate Fist. Now, some people say, I saw a movie about the Tai Chi master, right?
Yeah.
And the student walks in with a busted lip, and the teacher says, did you meet someone stronger than you? He was like in shock. You know, you've been studying with me 10 years. There's nobody that should be able to defeat you. And the guy said, there was a problem at work and I decided to take the beating in order to stop all the fighting. Then no one hit you. Even though they hit him, he moved with the punches. You know what that means?
What?
That means the punch came and he moved with it, so he didn't get fully hit. But it appeared that he got hit.
Harder.
Hit, yes. So in that Taoism, or in that philosophy of Tai Chi Chuan, he won by losing. He won the war by losing the battle. Do you know what I mean?
No. Well, he won one fight by losing another.
Well, let me put it this way. He won't have to fight anymore because they say, I'm not going to fight him, man. He can't even fight. Why?
Because he took the beating.
Yeah, well, I punched him one time. He landed over there, you know. It's like the guy is... And this happened another time. One karate man, he was a classmate of mine, a co-worker. And he went to see my teacher and he said, Daniel, if I hit your teacher just one time, I'm not going to fight your teacher, Daniel. He wanted to see if he could defeat my teacher, right? If he couldn't, because he was already a black belt, he said, if I can't defeat your teacher, then I can learn from him. But if I defeat him, then what's the point? And he says, oh, yes, he's good for you, Daniel. But if I just hit him one time, just one time. What was Bruce Lee's fear?
Getting hit.
That's why he was so fast. Come near you, attack, and run away. Yeah.
So can I fix my thing now? It's really bugging me.
So what do I do with this book? Donate it?
Yeah.
Read them. Hello? I'll donate it, but wake up one day and read it. The Day of Piglet, The Tao of Winnie the Pooh. You got it?
Yeah.
Thank you, son.